Alright, I guess we gotta decide if we're keeping this fire going or not. Could be useful if we have a wolf situation. Which it seems like we do. I'll just make some more torches here. Welcome back, my friends, to The Long Dark. We are here back in Quonset. We got a nice big map. Got a couple of little dark spots, but yeah, we're back in Quonset right here, coastal town site. Wow, this is really twitchy. But anyway, you know where we are, Quonset, right there. And we just put a trade back on. We went for a little detour to Pleasant Valley to do the bunker beta. Got attacked by a wolf, but managed to survive. And so now the next bunker is in Forsaken Airfield, and we got to take off and get back there at some point. But right now we are hungry. It is early. And so we'll go outside and eat, and it might be a free fire day, and if it is, then we will grab a torch. So let's do that. Nope, not a free fire day. Kind of foggy. Alright, let's eat. Yeah, we have all this bear meat. But we also have a... yeah, we also had a fire the other day. It is quiet. It was over here somewhere. We shot a... there it is. Take the charcoal out of here. Yeah, we have a trade on too, so it's going to be charcoal and some other stuff. We'll do the trade today, when it clears up a little maybe. Meantime, I'm going to grab this stuff.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
That was a pretty big deer. Head back through here. Back inside. Yeah, it's getting a little lighter. We still have a cured birch sapling. Oh yeah, we were going to make another... yeah. Well, it gets light. Let's make another arrow. See that? Make some more arrow shafts just so we have them. Awesome. Alright, and we're gonna... what's this? 75%. Okay. Alright, well, let's take a look at our inventory first. Just make sure that we know what we got here. So we have some coal. We've got the 3 fur that we need for our trade. We've got only 1 bandage. I'm gonna just make a couple more bandages. Alright, 3 bandages. Our clothing looks to be in pretty good shape. We've got a little bit of food. Oh yeah, I don't want to carry this with me, so I'm going to drop that outside. Put this back. Alright, I forget what we were even trading for, but I'm pretty sure it was a marine flare. And we don't really need it, but the more we trade, the more he likes us. And so we're doing it. Alright, let's see what the weather's like out there. It sounds a little bit windy. Check it out. Yeah, kind of windy, kind of blustery. In the wind shade, it's warm enough, minus 13, but not the best weather to go out in. So let's see if there's anything else we can do at home while we wait for it to get a little bit warmer. We'll head over and just complete this trade. Let's see. Grab another water. May as well take more charcoal, since we're going to trade some of it. Alright, what do we got? Ah, we can repair our lantern. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, sounds like the wind is dying down a little bit. Don't need to repair our lantern right now. I'll just stick the metal in here. And let's see about going and doing this trade. Yeah, looks pretty good. There's that weird sound again. Alright, let's head out. It is kind of nice to be able to trade for stuff that we already have on hand. So that's pretty good. We just have to walk over there, pop it in the box, and then head on back. I guess a marine flare is not something we need, but whatever. I guess whenever there's a trade, we should just put it on. Try to get to the good stuff. Try to get the trust up. But at least we can trade for matches now when we need them, so that's good. Yeah. It's actually kind of a nice day. It's blustery. Well, it's not blustery. It's snowing, but it's warm. So we could do a little bit of beach combing if we wanted to. After we're done with this trade, I think we're going to head back to Mystery Lake. We're going to go build a salt box over there. Probably I should have brought the tools over here. I think that Could have built one over here. Could have built one over there. Could have built one in both places. Why not? Yeah, probably would have been smarter. But I just feel like Mystery Lake is more central. That's going to be my main base. Although I am pretty stocked here as well. Looks like there's something up there for potential beachcombing. And grab the charcoal out of here as well. Charcoal is easy to come by. So trunk. See what's in that.
Could end up being useful.
Cloth. Cattails. Fish.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Awesome. Alright, let's pop this stuff in the trade box. Trade locker. Okay, so 10 of these. And 3 of these. 5 of those. Awesome. We'll head up here and see if we left anything here that's cured. Let's see. Nope. Nothing left here. Alright, we'll just warm up in here for a minute. While we do that, we can tear down this decent light shell. 40 minutes. Alright, let's head out. Getting colder. Getting a little windier. Wildlife seems to be getting scarcer. And I haven't seen a ptarmigan in ages. So maybe there aren't that many ptarmigans over here. Alright, got 7 arrows now. 3 of those fire hardened ones. Yeah, it feels pretty lonely out here. Oh, there's a wolf. Yeah, feels pretty lonely out here. I'm just going to check this house quickly to see if I left anything there. I don't think I did, but I'm just going to check since we're here. Here's some howling. Doesn't sound close, but I have been fooled by that before. Alright, let's head in here and see if we left anything. Not here. And not there. Alright, let's head back to Quonset. Figure out a way to occupy ourselves until we just peek over the hill here. Actually, I'm going to take this for right here. It's warm. Let's do it. We're actually warming up right now. Awesome. Okay. Well, it's still pretty warm out, even though it's a little bit windy. So maybe we will look outside the other side of the garage and see if there's more tree limbs we can cut. It's always good to have that stuff for building and whatnot. There's one up there. Cedar. I'll take it. Alright, it's getting colder. Getting colder. Okay. Well, let's head back. Let's head back.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Free fire day, but I don't think we need it. Alright, back inside, and we'll do the repairs that we were going to do. %, that's pretty good. Let's repair this too. Oops, should have drank some water. Alright, and let's repair the hacksaw also. There we go. There's our Aurora. Let's go talk to the trader. Flip on my radio. Just let him know that our trade is complete.
You're back. It'll be there.
Awesome. All right, what else do we want to do here? We've got repaired our lantern. We've repaired our hacksaw. Put the rest of the metal back in here. Yeah, put the rest of the metal back in here. And for that matter, rose hips. Okay, I guess it's pretty much go to bed time. Let's, we still have some time before we're super tired. So let's spend some time dusting this down. Awesome. Alright, and we'll drop our fur and cedar here. And drink water and go to bed. Then we'll head off and get, I guess it's a marine flare. Totally not worth it, but, you know, whatever. If it makes them like us better, it's probably worthwhile. Okay, early morning. Let's see what the weather's like. No, looks like it might be free fire. It is. Grab a torch. Grab some breakfast.
That did it.
That did it. You know what? Let's cook this thing too. Oops. No, I guess we lost our fire. Alright. Get some bear for breakfast. Alright, still a little windy this morning. So we'll wait a little bit before we head out, but we're probably going to head back to Mystery Lake today. So let's do a quick check of our inventory. See if there's anything else we want to leave here. Did we leave matches here? I don't know if we did. Take this. Put it over here. This seems to be where we're living these days. And, yeah, let's leave... Let's leave 5 matches here. Just in case. Alright, we're going to take the salt, so let's take a look at our inventory here. Yeah, we need to clear up some space in our inventory. We're going to keep the dress shirt for now. I'm going to keep all this stuff. Swap out the torch. Alright, we're going to swap out some of that stuff. We're just trying to, like, lighten our load a little bit here. Just trying to lighten our load a little bit. And I think I'm going to leave this flare here as well, since we're about to have a marine flare. We'll pick that up. Okay. Alright, it's all good. Let's grab the salt. We're going to bring that back with us. Just ever so slightly over, but we'll be okay once we get rid of this torch. It sounds still very windy. Actually, we do need a little bit of water as well.
Too much stuff to carry.
Yeah, I know, but not by much. Sounds very windy still. We'll see. Take a look. Yeah. Still fairly windy. I wonder if it's too windy for a torch. Seems okay right now. Seems okay. Seems like we can carry a torch. Okay, so we're going to go pick up our... Yeah, it's cold though. Cold and windy. Still early. Alright, we're going to leave this guy. We're going to go pick up our marine flare. And then we'll warm up in misanthropes. And then we'll head back to Mystery Lake, build ourselves a salt box, maybe get some meat curing. And then prepare to head back out to Forsaken Airfield. Finish Signal Void.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Yeah, I guess it's cold. So Quonset is now our trade station. We'll stage stuff that we might need to trade with there. Yeah, I'll just hoof it a little.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Yeah, it's getting cold. Alright, well, we'll grab our marine flare, we'll warm up, then we'll head out. Might, while we warm up, it might get a little nicer. Oh, there's the boat. There is his boat. Nice. That's a nice touch that they put the boat up there. In fact... take a picture. Awesome. Let's go pick up our trade goods. Marine flare. Okay, let's warm up and then we'll head out. Alright, I'm actually going to put this out because I can trade for matches now, so I'm not as bad off there. And I'm going to take a warm-up nap to warm up. Let's see if the weather's changed. Yeah, it's still kind of nasty. That's okay. Alright, we're going to head back to the fishing village. We'll beachcomb along the way, because why not? We're a little heavy, but it's not that bad. Not so bad that we can't do a little beachcombing, and then we can drop some stuff off at the fishing village. Yeah, actually we don't need a beachcomb. Let's just head straight over there. Yeah, coastal highway. I mean, you could probably live here forever in this region. There's fishing, there are bears, there are wolves, there are deer. I think there's even a moose somewhere, or possible moose spawn somewhere. There's beachcombing. Speaking of which, I'm just going to see what this is. Probably more fish. Yeah, I think this is the fish that I left here before. Yeah, I mean, it's got pretty much everything you'd want. Pretty much everything you'd want. And it's pretty easy to survive here. This is one reason why in early game I like to try to make my way here to do my early game crafting once I have a bow. With the ice, it's lots of visibility. It's actually a good region. It's a very survivable region. Traders here. Yeah, if you could only live in one region for the rest of your life, you might get bored, but you would definitely survive. I mean, aside from you might run out of scrap metal. I don't know, maybe. And you might have to go forge occasionally. But, you know, the forge is pretty much right next door, so there's that. But I guess you would still end up
fingers feel numb.
Getting bored. After a while, you'd want to branch out. We haven't really even explored Mystery Lake. I mean, we've explored part of it, but we haven't been systematic about it. So maybe we'll do that. We'll shoot something big, put it in the salt box, get it all curing up. Explore Mystery Lake while that's happening. And then maybe head off to Forsaken Airfield.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit of a nicer day, but it's not too bad. It's only noon, and we will have plenty of time to get to Mystery Lake by the end of the day. Even if we do a quick warm-up. Alright, here we are, home again, home again. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm actually going to swap out this marine flare that we just got for a regular flare, because I like that they last longer. How long does it take to repair a travois? Oh, an hour and 18 minutes. I don't know, maybe we'll do that. What does it take? Hide and gut.
Too heavy.
Sure, let's do it. That'll warm us up. And what else might we need? I think we're going to leave all this stuff here. Yeah, we're a little on the heavy side. Be better not to be heavy, but I don't want to leave anything. Oh, I can leave the wood. We don't need that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, well, drink some water. And, take one more liter. And, yeah, let's go. Looks like, could be a free fire day. It is. Let's grab a torch.
Come on.
Grab a couple torches. Yeah, and I guess we're going to be heavier with these torches, but... Alright, grabbing some torches. Let's eat. Okay. Let's go. Alright, nice warm day. So yeah, now the long walk to Mystery Lake. Mystery Lake, we'll do some stuff in Mystery Lake, get ourselves like fully set up. And then I guess we'll head back to the Far Territories again. A lot of walking in this game, but I don't mind. I think it's nice. It's fairly meditative, really. you know, you can just sit, relax, zone out, be present, and just enjoy the view. Especially on a day like today when we're actually warming up with our torch. So yes, perfect travel weather, really. Head over to Bear Creek. Yeah, certainly not far from the fishing cabins to the top here. It's funny, even without the torch, we're warming up, so... No, not quite, I guess. 1 degree with the torch, so that'd be -2 without it. But overall, pretty warm. And actually, since it's nice and warm, and it's still a little bit early, maybe what we should do is bring some of this... We've got some gut over here at this trailer, curing. And we got some meat right here. And I guess that would make us heavy, so it's, you know, one of those trade-offs, but we could bring some of this meat with us. It's not doing a lot of good up here. Actually, I guess, I don't know, we could leave it here, or just move it to a place where we're likely to see it. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this sure is a nice day. Warm and beautiful. Alright, let's see what we left ourselves here. I think we left ourselves maybe, I'm gonna guess, 4 gut. Sure enough. 4 gut. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll take the, I don't want to be super heavy. We're already heavy. But we will take the meat and we'll drop it at the entrance to at the transition point so that we remember that it's there so that we can stumble across it again later. Otherwise, we'll forget that we have it.
Something's gotta go.
Alright. We're not taking this far. Put it right here. Eat some of it while we're here. Alright, let's go. That way we will cross paths with it again in the future. So we'll, if nothing else, we'll at least know it's there. We'll be able to use it. One day we're gonna map this stuff. Why not today? At least get the transition point. Yeah, it's a beautiful day for travel. Beautiful day for travel. Back in Ravine. Maybe we'll pick up some birch bark. Always good to have. That lovely birch medicine. Swap this out before we get on the trestle bridge. Yeah, one day we'll head down to Bleak Inlet from here. The upper reaches of Bleak Inlet. But not today. Yeah, there's still a lot more to do. I mean, we've been doing this for a while now. How many days have we survived? $262. Well, we're over halfway to 500, so there's that. And it feels like we're in good shape. Of course, it always feels like we're in good shape right before we died because of some crazy mistakes or bad moves that we make, so we've already cheated death twice. Only have one more shot, so we're gonna have to respect this life and not waste it. But we've done a lot so far this game. This run's been pretty good. Feels like it's been going on a while. We still have more tales to do. Man, it is nice. Just doesn't get any better than this for traveling. Like, look at this. Beautiful day, sunny, free fire day, no predators, warm, full belly. Yeah, I guess it doesn't get any better than this. Still enough light to get home. I should probably knock on wood when I say that, because anytime you say, hey, this is perfect, doesn't get any better than this, I guess if it can't get any better, it can only get worse. So, let's not wish a change upon us. You never know what could happen. Any minute, there could be anything. But I think we're ready. I think we're ready for whatever comes next. I think the key to this game, other people have said it, is layered survival. Nobody ever really dies from one bad decision. They die from compounding bad decisions. And as long as you have contingency plans, then I think you're good. So what would happen if this? What would happen if that? What would happen if there was a blizzard? What would happen if suddenly there was a wolf, even though you know that there shouldn't be wolves in this area? You know? What if, what if, what if? What if? I think that's the key to survival. Grab some feathers while we're here. And there should be more birch. May as well pick it up. Maybe next run we'll do a Birchman run. I was doing those for a while, but the problem with Birchman runs, which means basically it's like Deadman, but you can use birch tea. So you can heal. It's just hard. The problem with Birchman runs is that you don't take as many chances, and it doesn't encourage exploration. I think Zach did a nice video on this. Like, the reason he likes Interloper, he's a great player. He can play on whatever. But the reason he likes Interloper is that it's more fun, you know? Like, it can be fun to really challenge yourself and see, can I survive on the hardest possible difficulty? Can I survive on misery? And I think that's good to do. But it can be a bit of a grind. And it can require you to do a lot more before you can get out and do stuff. Like, you know, if I'm going to, on my Birchman run, when I went to Forsaken Airfield, I had to, like, double bear coat it and, you know, all that stuff. Like, you know, there was just really... You know, you don't want to lose any condition, and so you're just really kind of unwilling to do things, and you have to stop and do warm-up fires all the time, and so it's a bit of a grind, but might be worth doing, just to see if we can get into a groove and how far we can push it. See if we left ourselves. I think we left ourselves some curing stuff in here, so we'll grab that. If we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, we'll be a little heavy, but we'll take this to Mystery Lake.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Running low on torches. So looking at our at our fatigue meter, we're not that tired, so I think carrying a little bit of extra weight's not a big deal. And I'm pretty sure we will make it to our little house by sunset, unless we decide to make some more torches along the way. Yeah, when you're playing Birchman, you do stop over here every now and then. And in Pleasant Valley, and in Marsh Ridge and Forlorn Muskeg. You know, just to pick up some birch, because you never know when you're going to need it. But I guess in Interloper it's less necessary, but it's still nice to have. Alright, almost at Mystery Lake. Back in the wildlife area.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Should we take the railroad tracks or should we take the back way? If I wasn't too heavy, I would take the winding river way and see if we can grab some cattails, but I think I'm just going to take the tracks. Where are all those birds? I thought I saw them over there, yeah. Something over there? Let's go take a look, since we're here. Something we missed, so it looks like there is a corpse over here. Near this little lean-to situation. Nothing on him, though. Nothing in here. Okay, well, that's worth checking out. Alright, I guess we gotta decide if we're keeping this fire going or not. Could be useful if we have a wolf situation. Seems like we do. I'll just make some more torches here.
Come on. Come on.
Takes 2 minutes each for those. Grab some more torches. Not very good ones, but I guess
I
I'll
need
do.
to drop something.
Drink some water. Make sure we're not stinky. Yeah, and then let's head. Not sure where that wolf is, but he sounds very close. Yeah, there he is over there. He might not notice us. Best to avoid him if we can. But if we can't, we'll deal with him. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over near the cougar territory that we have not explored. There's a lot of stuff still to explore in Mystery Lake, and elsewhere, for that matter. But for now, we're just going to head home. Be good to get home. It's been a real travel episode. Real travel episode. A lot of walking. Walking and just pondering life. There's definitely a wolf nearby. Try to get some high ground so I can see where he is. No, I don't see him. But he's definitely around somewhere. Alright, let's swap out this torch. I'm sure he'll see me in a second. But that's okay. Nope, don't see him. Not sure where he was exactly. But this is a bit of a choke point, so often there's a wolf. Their little wolfy hunting ground. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, he must have been close, but I did not see him at all. Swap out our torch. Alright, almost home. Almost there. Just as the sun is setting. Perfect timing. Visibility is pretty good. We can see the tunnel at the end all the way from here. Yeah, it's been a beautiful, beautiful travel day. All day. So we can be thankful for that. Or I guess I should say all afternoon. It's blustery this morning, but yeah, since we set out, it's been really, really nice. And look, there's some meat. I think we should take this. We can put it in our salt box once we make the salt box. Awesome. Alright, we're just going to leave him here, and we'll come get him tomorrow. Perfect. I don't know how long it takes to make a salt box, but we can... take a look. Maybe we can make it tonight, if it's not too long. Let's see.
Too much stuff to carry.
Meat curing box. 6 hours. No, we're not going to make it tonight. 10 fur. 6 hours. Okay. We will sleep and do that tomorrow. So yeah, let's drink. Do a few chores. Sharpen our knife. All right, let's go to bed. Ah, we missed a trader opportunity. Oh, we didn't miss it. All right, let's go talk to the trader. Where is that radio? Here it is. Let's see what he's got.
The voice on the radio is back. Here it is.
Wow, look at that. Frosted flakes, or golden flakes, I should say. A good source of calories. Dry boxed 20-seater and 2 liters of water. Well, that's doable. Last resort soup. Car battery. I don't want to do that. Socks. We do need socks. Patterned wool socks. Perfect. Let's do 2 of those. Yeah, let's do 2 of those. Awesome. 20 harvestable plants. We've got that. Cured gut, cured rabbit pelt. We should be able to do that. All right, let's do it.
See you, I guess.
Socks is...
drink almost anything about
Socks,
now.
definitely something we need. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's finish up the night. Alrighty. Sun's coming up. Aurora's just dying. So we're going to call that an episode. Something to look at while we talk. If you like this episode, give us a like. If you have any comments, send them our way. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. You can see what we do next, which will most likely be make a salt box, strip down that buck that we just shot, put his meat in the salt box, and then maybe go off and do a trade for some socks while we wait for the meat to cure. So that sounds like a good plan. I know we just came from over there, but socks, wool socks, that's a good deal. If you, yeah, we'll see you, hit that subscribe button. I think I said that already. And we'll see you there. You can come along for the ride.